Okay, so good afternoon. I'm Shamrat Chaudhary from fourth year EC, Kuchbehar Government Engineering College, and I'll be presenting with the introductory to our final year project, which is titled Facial Recognition Using Image Segmentation. Okay, so as we can see here, this project has been in collaboration with Riya Das, Shamrat Chaudhary, which is myself, Deepika Mondol, Deepa Das, and Devashish Chatterjee and Shubhra Mujumdar, all from 4th Year ECA department of the batch 2016 to 2020. Moving on. So before we start with the formal introduction of the project, we would like to acknowledge the fact that it was all because of Dr. Shori Shannal, the HOD of ECA department in Kuchbehar Government Engineering College, that we were able to procure this title of the project and we were able to complete it on time. And Sir has been of immense help to us both academically, professionally, and personally. He has motivated us to uh, pursue this project in a different field, which is an interdisciplinary field, as we all know. So, Sir has been a great motivation and a great source of inspiration for us. He has provided with all the source and the materials and all the guidance that was needed to complete this project. Without him, this project wouldn't have been the way it is today. It wouldn't have been possible at all. So, a big thank you to Dr. Shori Shannan for his contribution. So, moving on to the next part of the project, which is the introduction. So, basically, our project as titled facial recognition with image segmentation. So, the first process that we start with is the detection whether a face is there or not in the window that we are using. So the first part of the project is facial detection. Then if a face is detected, we recognize it using a classification method, that is segmentation. Basically we classify a we haven't done this project on unlabeled data set, which would be a more advanced procedure. We have used the labeled data set, which is basically we have trained our model on a series of labeled data sets, and the model thereby understands which face to identify and which face not to identify. So if it gets an unknown face, it will say that it does not identify the face, and if it gets a known face which is listed within the labels of the training data, it will state its name and the details that has been provided with it. So this is the basic introduction to our project. And moving on to the report. So the thing being, like, I'll just gist it up. I'll shorten it up, the entire abstract part. So we could have used K nearest neighbor, deep belief networks, convoluted networks, and all sorts of things. But we decided to use OpenCV library for the facial detection and simultaneous recognition. So although these KNN, DBN, and CN are more advanced theories, but given the current circumstances, we have chosen to use the very basic approach towards this project. So, and the speciality of OpenCV is that the OpenCV library contains a number of built-in cascades, uh, which will easily process the huge number of data that is required to recognize and detect a face. And the purpose of using OpenCV as we know it is that if we use any other data, if we use any other procedure to recognize a face, as we know that a face recognition starts from the top left corner of the given window. So from the top left corner, it will start recognizing it, and then it will select another window. Then it will go on to select another window, and it will, as it selects the window, it will calculate the pixel, the PPI or the pixel per index, and a lot of other parameters, and it will correlate it with the given data set in the training labeled data set that we have provided, and it'll try and compare those and find any similarities or patterns within those data sets. So if it can find any similarities, then it will recognize the face, and if it doesn't find any similarity, it will show that it doesn't recognize any face. So this procedure is a very long procedure. If we hadn't used OpenCV, the entire procedure would have taken multiple calculations, like in I'm talking in terms of millions of calculations, and the number of errors could have been humongous. So the OpenCV reduces these errors by using cascade classifiers, which basically the function of the cascade classifier is to ease up the process of this window selection, and thereby comparing all the features and the parameters by which the facial recognition is to be done. So the OpenCV is used for that purpose, and that is the primary objective. The facial recognition is being the primary objective of our project. It will ease up the entire process, and it will be very easy on the system that uses this process, and it will produce accurate results. So I end my part here, and I would like Ms. Deepa Das to continue with the next part. Thank you.
Hi, I am Deepadash of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, 4th year. So we have done our project on the topic image processing. So I will be talking about the basics of image processing. So let's first know what image processing is. So image processing is a method to perform some operations on an image in order to get the enhanced image from the given image, or to extract some useful information from the given image. And further, image processing is classified into two categories. The one is analog image processing and the other is digital image processing. But in our project we have only used the topic digital image processing, so we will be only discussing about digital image processing in our PPT. So before proceeding to the topic digital image processing, first of all let us know what is digital image. A digital image is a representation of two-dimensional image as a finite set of digital values, which are called picture elements or pixels. That is, in the two given images, first two part of the two images respectively are the two-dimensional images, and the second part of the two given images are the representation of those two-dimensional images in the form of pixels, and the smallest unit in these two pictures are called the picture elements or pixels. So as of now we have known what digital image is, and we have known the basics of digital image. So let's proceed to the topic digital image processing. uh, Digital image processing is similar to the image processing method, and the only difference is that in digital image processing we use computer algorithms to get an enhanced image or to extract some useful information from a digital image, not only image, from the digital image. So digital image processing includes mainly three steps, and the first step is that we have to import the image via some image acquisition tools, and then the second step is that we have to work on that image, that is we have to analyze and manipulate that image, and we have to perform some operations on that image using some computer algorithms. And then the third step include the output, and the output in digital image processing can be an altered image of the digital image, or a report containing the basic information after analyzing and manipulating that image. So that was the basics of image processing.
Good morning, sir. Myself Riyada. Thank you, my fellow mate Deepa. Now I am going to explain you how facial recognition system works. Mainly, we use this system for identifying a person from a digital image or any video source. Basically, it is also described as a biometric artificial intelligence based application that can uniquely identify a person by analyzing patterns based on the person's facial textures and shape. It requires no physical interaction on behalf of the user. It actually attempts to establish whose face it is. While initially a sort of computer application, it's seen wider uses in recent times on mobile platforms. and in other sorts of technologies like robotics. It's typically used as an access control in security system. Many techniques have been actively developed for face acquisition, like traditional techniques, 3D recognition. Now I am talking about traditional techniques. For an example, an algorithm may analyze the relative position, size and or shape of the eyes, nose, cheekbones and jaw. These features are then used to search for other images with matching features. It's also able to detect frontal or near frontal face in a photo, regardless of orientation, lighting condition or skin color. Now I am going to talking about 3D recognition. Three-dimensional face recognition technique use 3D sensor to capture information about the shape of a face. This information is helped to identify distinctive features on the surface of a face, like the contour of the attention sockets, nose, and chin. Let's see how many tools are using here. Firstly, here we specially use for face detection process a laptop which has a variety of features like i5 8th generation, 8 GB RAM, 2 GB graphics card. And next is webcam. Let's talk about webcam. A webcam is nothing but a video camera that feeds or streams an image or video in real time to or through a computer network, such as the internet. Webcams are typically small cameras attached to a user's monitor or are built into the hardware. Webcams typically include a lens, an image sensor, support electronics and may also include one or even two microphones for sound. The technology allows the camera to digitally recognize and track a human face. A4 Vision originally started out life looking to build facial recognition technology for high-end security. That's all. Thank you. Rest of the part will be discussed by my friend Devashish Chatterjee.
Good morning everyone. Good morning my respected sir. My name is Devashish Chatterjee, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, final year from Cooch Behar Government Engineering College. In this presentation, I will explain you the working mechanism of facial recognition. To implement this project, we have to follow these 4 steps. I have divided this project into 4 parts. First one is create dataset, second one train dataset, then recognition, and the last Excel write. The first, second and third step is for face recognition, and the last step, which is Excel write, is mainly used for attendance purpose. In our final year project of first part, we have already make a project on basis of face recognition. And in the second part, we implement this facial recognition technique to use in real life. Automatic attendance system, one real-time project which is based on facial recognition. First one is create dataset. Create dataset is the initial state to recognize anyone's face. Here you can see it asked me that enter your ID. This ID is mainly used to identification of that person to that dataset. You can enter your roll number, registration number or any digit to store your data image for identification purpose. Okay, suppose I enter 1. In the next slide, you can see that it recognizes my face by using the higher cascade classifier files and collecting the images and store that images by making the dataset. In the second image, you can see that there are lots of images. These images are collection of data which is captured at the time of create dataset. Okay. In the next slide, there is train dataset. This is the second step of recognition. Training is necessary to learn our system, the algorithm from the data. It makes our model better to perform or to recognize very smoothly. System did not know about the data which we collect, so we have to train the system with the data we make to recognize anyone's face. After running this code, here you can see that it print me one message that successfully trained. That means our system is successfully trained the data which we have created. In the next slide is the main part of this facial recognition system, that is recognition. In this process, our system is trying to match the images or the scale which is collected in the real time by using the webcam, and it try to match with the previous dataset we created. If the current face is matched with the previous one, then it identify the user and show the user name. In the first and the second picture, if you go through the arrow, you can see that there is one particular name, that is Devashish. It's my name. So at the time of recognition, our system can recognize my face which dataset I create previously and show my name, that is Devashish. If this face is not matched with the previous dataset, it show one message that unknown face or cannot recognize. Okay, so our recognition process is also done. Next is Excel write. This is not mandatory for only facial recognition. This is the project of our second part, that is automatic attendance system by using facial recognition. We try to implement this project in real-time problems. You also know that in our school and colleges, also in office, the attendance system is necessary and it takes too much time. That's why we cannot get more time to study or to work. So this project can help us to reduce the time consumption for attendance purpose. In the fourth part, here is the file, that is Excel write. After the recognition of the face, we have to put the updates anywhere. So I use the Excel file. In this Excel file, I update the attendance of that user or of that student. If you go through this arrow, here you can see that one file is automatically generated after the recognition of the face of user. Next, after successfully recognize the user face, the attendance will be updated in this Excel file in this manner. Here you can see that this highlights the particular date and name of the student or employer and also the status of present. Here you can see the name is updated, that is Devashish. Previously it recognized my name, that is Devashish, and update that result or attendance into this attendance sheet, and the status is yes. That means I am presented on that day, that is 2nd July. Thank you very much. I hope we successfully completed our project. Thank you.
I am Devika Mandal, going to discuss the future application of facial recognition system. In this technical world, facial recognition is an important part. There has many future application of facial recognition system. At first, we discuss the security system of facial recognition. In home security, a home security camera recognizes your face and automatically adjusts the temperature. If a person that your system does not recognize approaches your house, then you get an alert with a picture of the person. Secondly, in mobile phone, most of the current phones have password protection to address security. The goal of this project is to implement face recognition application on the Android phone. Thirdly, it tracks criminals. Face recognition CCTV can be used to enable to track and identify the criminals. Fourthly, in government purpose, it helps to identify the missing children. Face recognition CCTV system can significantly accelerate operators' efforts by enabling them to add a reference photo provided by the missing child's parents and match it with the past appearance of the face captured on video. Then police can use a face recognition to search video sequences of the estimated location and time that children has been declared missing. Then police can figure out the child's movement before going missing and locate where he or she was last seen. A real-time alert can trigger an alarm whenever there's match. Police can confirm its accuracy. Another application of facial recognition is attendance system. Biometrics technology is becoming increasingly popular for time and attendance checking. Although fingerprint biometric is popular choice, facial recognition time tracking is an alternative biometric solution with a certain distinct advantage. Next, banking and telecom. It helps to know the current process to the customer, allow the authentication of credit and debit cards. In construction work, it controls the access to specific points at a site. Thank you. The next part will be discussed by my friend Subhro.
Afternoon, sir, and thanks to all my project partners, and special thanks to Dr. Shauri Shanal. I am Shubhro Majumdar, student of ECE department in Kochbiar Government Engineering College. Now I describe to the conclusion part of the of our project. The conclusion part is face recognition and arming technology can provide many benefits. Face recognition can save resource and time, and even generate new income streams for complaints that implement it right. It's difficult to be certain. Some experts predict that our face will replace IDs, passport, credit cards, PAN numbers, and give the fact how convenient and cost effective its technology is. That prediction is not far fetched. If this prediction becomes a really and company that implement the technology today today might gain competitive advantage in future. Help upstream has come and long way in the last 20 years. Today's machine are help us to identify information for secure transition, for surveillance and security takes and access to control of the building, etc. Thank you. Thank you to all my project partners, and a special thanks to again